Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Jakeem Grant now to return. The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The final shot before break. Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Well, good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And here he's got Grant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
As have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And a tie game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette, 1st down, still going. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Brady. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quez Watkins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. We are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Hurts. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Bengals drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. On third down, here's Eckler. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Running on first down, Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Brady. Going deep here for Watkins. It got his man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Jets, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.